Okay, so in this video, let's discuss about the asynchronous communication. So asynchronous communication basically forms the backbone of the most of the enterprise applications. So that will help us to do multi processing at the same time. So let's discuss a couple of examples that will help you to understand the use cases and the importance of asynchronous communication, and then we will start to discuss each of the services or tools that are used in the industry. Okay, so the first example here we have is Amazon order processing. So when we place an order in Amazon, so there are multiple processes that needs to be triggered at the same time, because let's say if the processes are not triggered parallelly, then the order placement request will get delayed, and that's not a good user experience, right? So that's the reason once the order is placed, there are multiple things that needs to be taken care, like inventory need to be managed, payment need to be managed, shipping services, and notification service. So all these services gets triggered parallelly with the help of asynchronous communication. That will be either done by SNS, that stands for simple notification service, or RabbitMQ or Kafka topics. Okay, so there will be multiple topics related to each of these services, and parallelly all the topics will get the messages, and that will be consumed by their associated consumer. Okay, so that's the asynchronous communication in the Amazon order processing. So why we need it? Because if payment is slow, inventory won't get blocked, and each stream deploys and scales independently. So because of this, order placement becomes super fast. Okay, so here going ahead, we'll discuss about the RabbitMQ, Kafka, and SNS in depth, how they are configured and how that will help in the asynchronous communication. Okay, next example we have with the Uber ride matching. So once when we book a ride, in the backend there are multiple things that needs to be processed at the same time. For example, the driver matching service or the driver matching request has to be triggered. Then the ETA service, where we also need to know the estimated time of arrival at the same time. Then the routings, that is the compute the route between the source and destination. Then the parking pricing service, then the notifications. So all of these things needs to be done parallelly once the request for the ride is raised, right? And for this reason, asynchronous communication is very important, where the Uber uses Kafka basically to handle these asynchronous communication. That helps in high throughput and real-time processing of millions of events, and async ensures that the app stays fast even during the peak times. Okay, so that's the significance of the asynchronous communication, and Uber manages that with the help of Kafka. The next example we have is the Netflix video processing and recommendations. So here when Netflix uploads a new movie or an episode, it triggers async workflows. So that will parallelly does the video encoding, thumbnail generation, recommendations, model updates, and CDN distribution. Okay, so this is the same thing that is also implemented in the YouTube. Okay, so when we upload a new video on YouTube, so we can see that there are multiple things that gets triggered at the same time. So the video processing or the video encoding starts, where it will convert that video into different pixels. Then caption generation gets triggered. Then it is also sent for the copyright check, right? So there are multiple processes that get triggered at the same time when the video gets uploaded. So the same thing is happening in Netflix. Okay, so Netflix uses Kafka plus SQS. SQS stands for Simple Queue Service, plus Akka to orchestrate everything asynchronously. So these are the multiple tools that are used to do this asynchronous processes. Okay, so that's the couple of examples that I wanted to discuss regarding the asynchronous communication. Next, let's look at the different tools or the services used for the asynchronous communication one by one.